They checked into the Cecil Hotel, but not all of them checked out. One woman, Elisa Lam, vanished without a trace until her body was found in the most impossible place. No signs of how she got there. No explanation for the eerie elevator footage. No logical answers. Just chilling questions. But here's the thing. Elisa wasn't the first, and she won't be the last. Because the Cecil has a history soaked in blood, mystery, and something far more sinister, what really happened to Elisa Lam? And what dark force lurks within the walls of the most haunted hotel in America? Stay with me, if you dare. The wind howled through the alleys of downtown Los Angeles, whispering secrets no one dared to hear. Among the towering buildings, one stood taller in infamy, the Cecil Hotel. A place where shadows stretched longer, where darkness seeped into every crack and crevice. Some called it cursed, others a beacon for lost souls. But one name would forever be tied to its sinister legacy: Elisa Lam. She arrived in Los Angeles full of excitement, a young woman exploring the world on her own. The Cecil was supposed to be a temporary stay, just another stop in her adventure. But soon, she would become its most haunting mystery. At first, she was just another guest. She checked in, smiled at the receptionist, went to her room. Days passed, and then she vanished. No one saw her leave. No one heard a struggle, just gone, as if the hotel had swallowed her whole. The days turned to whispers, the whispers to headlines. Search parties combed the streets, but it was the footage that sent chills through the nation. There she was, in the elevator, the last known sighting. The video, captured by the hotel's security camera, would become the stuff of nightmares. She enters, presses the buttons. The doors don't close. She hesitates, steps out, looks both ways. Then she hides, pressed against the wall, as if something unseen is lurking beyond the frame. She moves strangely, her arms twisting, her fingers splaying. She steps out again, talking to something or someone that isn't there. Then she disappears. The elevator doors close. The next person to use it finds nothing. No signs of her, no clues. Just fear creeping into the minds of those who watched. Days pass. Weeks. Then, the discovery. A guest complains about the water. It's dark, has a strange taste. The maintenance worker goes to check, climbs to the roof. The water tank, large and imposing, sits undisturbed. But when he lifts the heavy lid, there she is, floating in the darkness, dead for weeks. The questions multiply, but answers remain elusive. How did she get there? The rooftop was locked. The tanks were sealed. No way in, no way out. No one could explain it. The autopsy reveals no drugs, no foul play. Just an accident, they say, but no one believes it. Theories explode across the internet. Some claim she was possessed, controlled by an unseen force. Others say she was running from something no one else could see. The elevator video becomes infamous, analyzed frame by frame. Was it paranoia, a mental breakdown, or something much worse? But Elisa Lam wasn't the first. The Cecil Hotel had been feeding on darkness for decades. Murders, suicides, unspeakable horrors. In the 1980s, it housed the infamous Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, a killer who stalked his victims, then returned to his room covered in blood. Unnoticed by anyone, Decades before, another murderer checked in. Jack Unterweger, a journalist by trade, a killer by nature. Women went missing when he was there. He was finally caught, but the hotel had already soaked in his crimes. And then there were the suicides. So many, they lost count. People jumped from windows, their final moments swallowed by the night. A woman once leapt, only to take another life when she landed on an unsuspecting pedestrian below. The walls of the Cecil had absorbed so much tragedy, so much pain, that it seemed to breathe with it, feeding on it, craving more. Some say the place is cursed, that it calls to those on the edge, whispers to them in the night. Others believe something older, something darker lurks there, unseen, but always watching. Elisa wasn't the first, and she won't be the last. The Cecil Hotel stands, waiting. Its past never buried, its future uncertain. Will you check in? And if you do, will you ever check out?